Most people, I don't think, have had an understanding of what that really meant, being homeless in America.
I was brought up, you heard about it, you talked about it, and you seen it on TV. But until you actually put yourself in that kind of position, no matter what kind of position it is, that's for real.
So in June of 1992, I went out to San Diego and I slept in a tent with homeless veterans for 3 days, went through the stand-down experience, came back to Kansas City, and I said, I don't know what the need is here. And we're not San Diego. Weather-wise, this isn't the ideal place to be outdoors all the time. And so I called my friend Bob Wechter from the Memorial and said, hey, let's get together and talk about this project. And then we launched Stand Down in 1992 as a 5-year project, and we're now in our 26th year.
St. Michael's is probably the best thing that anybody could ever done for for homeless vets. And this is something, in my opinion, that they should do cross country.
When they came back and said that who I was gonna come over here, I couldn't restrain myself, because I felt it was an opportunity for me to get back on my feet. I was homeless for a couple of years, and that's not a good thing, because you never know where your next meal is coming from. You never know where you're gonna wind up at. For the most part, this is a peace of mind. I'd say that a peace of mind is the best place, or the best thing for me. So I'm good.
We are sitting in a result of a stand down. They have drug court and they have veterans court. They have veterans court because of stand down. It would be hard to not attribute the efforts of Art, all the volunteers in the community, and not credit them with why we have all this.
Yeah. I look at things that Art has done over the years, and how did he do this? What connection does he have that he's able to talk these people into coming and doing these things and providing these services? And they, when they first started, it started big. It didn't start 1 or 2 tents. It went from nothing to full speed the first time, and Art just has this ability to connect to people and talk them out of stuff, if nothing else, or talk them into things. And it just, sometimes I look at him with wonder how he manages to do these things.
It was a real coming out party for Vietnam veterans, and it was the first time that citizens said, because we couldn't raise any money. At that time in 1986, Vietnam veterans had not reached the level where they were at a C-level person at a corporation. So the corporation still thought of it as a war memorial about a topic everybody didn't want to talk about, which is Vietnam. And but when we got to Wallup, we had a grand party, and citizens of all kinds came out and realized what the story was and how Vietnam veterans had been treated, and we were treated differently after that. So we knew that we could change lives, but I also knew what we really needed was Stand Down 24/7. And so for 20 years or more, I was looking for a place to build that would provide permanent housing for homeless veterans. And we built a 23-acre campus, phases 1 and 2, plus a service center with no debt whatsoever. And our success stories, they're fabulous. And this is the most grateful group of people. It's just remarkable to me how kind, how considerate they are of each other. It's a community. It's a veterans community, and that's what I always wanted to see.
I'm very safe here. I have nothing to worry about. And the people that run this facility are so helpful, and they care about the vets that are here. That makes me feel good, because I know they're out there trying to help.
So now, I don't have to worry about where I'm going to sleep tonight. I don't have to worry about what the weather's going to be like. I don't have to worry about none of that. It's all right here. They assist you in a lot of things, but what they do is they help you help yourself.
I love being here. I'm glad I was blessed enough to be here. When I go home, man, it's like, you can relax, and I feel safe.
He's had a good career. He could have just lived his life and traveled around and done whatever he wanted to do. He didn't have to help anybody, but he's decided that probably because of his career, he's able to do these things, and he's dedicated his life to not just homeless veterans, but all veterans.
Every time I see a success story with a veteran, or every time I walk out here and a veteran comes up and says, "Art, thank you. If it hadn't been for St. Michael's, I wouldn't be alive, or if it hadn't been for Stand Down." It's just that one-on-one contact that makes me know it's worth it, because it's a lot of work. But it's a passion of mine, and it is something I think that is there's a hole in our system. These are people who honored what I call the contract with America, and that is, if you come and serve and put yourself in harm's way, if somehow you're damaged by that, emotionally, physically, we'll take care of it. It's the system the VA has. But this homeless population has gotten out of the system. They've gotten lost. We call them MIA, Missing in America. And that's really what they are. So we've tried to fill those gaps, and I think they deserve it, and I get more benefit from it than they do.